him not to have so much grease. So I literally try to throw everything in the air fryer or the oven.
True,
And
true, true.
fitness, why did I get into fitness? At first, like I told you, at first it was to I wanted to get a breast reduction or whatever. So I had to get down to the
Mm,
right size
yep.
to get that surgery. But then I just fell in love with the gym. So it's like I'll be pissed
Mm,
off. I want to go to the gym. I want to be left on. I'm going to the gym. I got
mm,
free time. I'm going to the gym.
mm-hmm.
So it started off as getting to a goal and then just falling in love with it.
Mm, I love it.
Nice.
And
I love
the
it.
results you see, the confidence and everything you gain from going to the gym is like over the top.
Mm-hmm. Same thing Giselle just
Yeah,
said. Yep.
you got that different swag in you. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying?
Yeah.
Yep. Yep. I
Yeah.
want to
When I
ask.
first started going to the gym, I was in big t-shirts and jogging pants. Now when I go to the gym,
Mm,
I'm probably in the sports bra and probably some short little shorts and stuff.
okay. So you flexing. Okay. I
Right?
got you.
Like you gotta let it show now. So the compliments and then the compliments people in the gyms see you. The
Mm,
friendly compliments, not the creepy ones, but the ones that be like,
yeah.
yeah, the ones that be like, oh, I remember you didn't used to wear that when you came to the gym. You
Mm,
know, you was always covered up. Now it's like you flexing, like they
yeah.
see you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's definitely too because like ever since when I did my transformation, like
Ooh,
I
man.
was I was always wearing a big shirt. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And plus I was like in a 2X shirt. Then
Yeah.
once I dropped all that when I shredded that
Ooh.
51 pounds, then that six pack started coming in, and
Hey,
then
hey.
you know what I mean, and it's like now I'm bulking. It's like I don't even want to wear a regular shirt. I don't even want to wear a regular cut off
We
shirt.
see you.
I just
We
want to
Right.
see
walk.
you, man.
I just want to walk around
Right.
with
I
no
did a
shirt
lot
on.
of my shirts. I did a lot of my shirts like that when I got comfortable in the
Yeah,
gym. I cut a lot of them like that.
yeah. It's like yeah. Anytime I get a chance to, but I'm like, man, all right, I gotta put something on.
Art bring scissors with him to the gym. He had him
Yeah,
scissors. Right?
yeah, for real,
He be
yeah.
up in the locker room. He'd be like, "Oh, what are you doing?" Like,
Man,
he
he
be
said, man,
cutting
that's it.
holes.
My boss gave us new company shirts, and I was like, can I cut this? I said, man, I'll represent the company in the gym, boss. You know,
All
man, calm
right.
down. That's
Have
hilarious.
all them ladies up there, man. You know them ladies don't need to be up there, right? I love it, man. I love it. I have to ask because I got to kind of go back to this. Marquita, you brought up something that I think kind of makes me want to like ask the parents here. But Giselle, I know me and you aren't parents, but Art and Marquita, I know you both are. So, in a sense, me and Giselle can kind of chime in too for our future children. Um, but I do want to ask, what do y'all think about parents that don't make the effort to cook healthier foods for their children? Do you think in some sense that's a lack of love? Would you question their parenting?
Probably just a lack of education, like what different foods can do for your child or whatever like that. And then
Mm,
it's like I don't really have an opinion. It's like it's their child or whatever like that. But you will see in the long run or in the future what you didn't do or what you did do impact your child in the future. So when you want your child to eat that piece of corn or that piece of broccoli and they don't pick it
mm,
up, and now you frustrated because now you got to give your kids all these vitamins because you didn't give them these vegetables or whatever. And then like how can you expect them to give their kids vegetables when they eating McDonald's every day or they eating Wendy's every day
mm,
or
mm,
they ain't gonna do it for their kids if they're not
yeah,
doing it for themselves.
yeah.
And then kids are
Right.
like copycats. They see me eating a piece of broccoli,
Mm,
maybe they're gonna want to try it. So maybe if the parent puts something into their mouth that's healthy and not, the kids will.
yep, yep. That's so
Yeah,
true.
and then when like even like when you said that you were cooking, and then like when you start bringing your kids involved, like how you said you're gonna make them do this with
Hmm.
chopping up the broccoli with the macaroni or whatever, and I was like, man, that's pretty amazing.
Hmm.
Like even with my daughter, she's 11, and like first thing when I started going into my cut and I changed everything I eat, I was self-isolating. I was eating by myself because, and then I still cook for them, but I cook them whatever they want, but I still have my own personal meal. And
Mm-hmm.
then my daughter just came around. She's like, man, that actually looks good, Dad. And I was like, man, just try it. And,
Mm-hmm.
so she started eating it with me. And then she saw me eating, like it's the bottom round steak. It's not the
Mm-hmm.
rib, it's not the ribeye, it's not the T-bones or the porterhouse or anything. It's actually the lean cut of the cow, and
Mm-hmm.
it's the bottom round. Like bottom round steak it only has like 4.5 to 5 grams of fat in it, with only
Oh
like
wow.
140 calories, and it still tastes just like a steak if you cook it right.
Wow.
Yeah, that's like I tell people, man. Yeah, I'd still eat steak, but it ain't, what I mean, the fattier cut, but it's still good though. You know what I mean? You're hitting your calorie marker and keeping the fat content low, and plus it's really low in saturated fat.
Mm.
So it's it's not. I ain't saying it's the good healthy fats, but at least it ain't you putting down 30 to 40 grams. You know what I mean, of the bad stuff.
Exactly.
But she kind of like just walked into it. You know what I mean? I didn't even force it on her and stuff like that. And, she don't eat everything, but
Yeah.
it tripped me out when she wanted to try some of it, and she actually enjoys it. So she
Let's
probably eats like
go.
three. Yeah, she probably eats like three different meals with me. Of course, I hate when she wants it, but you know what I mean. That's my daughter. You know what I mean.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
daddy's little girl.
That is
But
little girl, man.
she like on the weekends, like she wants
Mhm.
her McDonald's and stuff like
Yeah.
that. Yeah,
Mhm.
it goes back to
It goes back
this.
to here.
This happened last week, man. My mom had my kids, and she brought them back, and then I was eating dinner at that time, and then that's when I had chicken, and then I had some white rice, and I had some vegetables, and
Mm-hmm.
I was sitting there grubbing, and they all come sit at the table with me, and I got my son. He's only 4 years old.
Mm.
This little dude over here taking out a double quarter pounder and stuff like that, and I'm sitting here eating. I just felt bad though, and I'm
Yeah.
like, man, my kid's eating all this garbage, and I'm sitting here eating this. But it just took a toll on me, man.
Yeah,
But
man.
well,
Yeah.
yeah, well, my daughter, I got her doing, but she's like at 3 meals with me during the week. She loves the pork loin, like the
Wow,
pork loin, the
man.
way I roast it in the oven and just cook it. Yeah,
Mm.
it's really good. I love pork loin.
Mm. Bro. And that leads me to, I guess, my question for Giselle, because I love the perspective you both have as a parent. As parents, y'all have the perspective of, doing what you can for your kids. I get it. All right, sometimes you allow them to get away with the Big Mac or the, McDonald's, things of that nature. Even though it killed you, like you said, you're like,
Yeah,
why you, you know. But Giselle, for you and your children, in the future, how will you coordinate that? How will you coordinate them eating McDonald's versus that, the healthy stuff that you make, the banana, peanut butter, drizzle, whatever all that stuff you be making? Like, will you just train them to like that food? Hey, I'm gonna start them off early to where they won't even ask for those things, or will you still allow them to, you know, in some sense, participate in a Big Mac or a double quarter pounder with cheese, with an extra fry? What you gonna do?
Yeah, so exactly that. I'm going to train them from early on because the earlier the better. It's harder to change someone's habits when
yeah,
they're older,
Mm,
exactly.
But of course, like even me, like I indulge usually like twice per
yeah,
week,
yeah.
maybe three just depending, but usually like twice. So it's like
Confess. Come on, confess. Come on, confess.
no, it's no more than
Yeah.
it's usually two.
Okay.
But
Look, her camera falls. We see a Big Mac on the bed. Like, what the heck is that? Right?
but but yeah, so it's like of course they're kids. I'm gonna, if they want cookies or something.
Yeah.
But I think like it all comes down to what's in your shopping cart when you're grocery shopping. So it's like, most of it is gonna be healthy stuff, healthier
Okay.
options.
Yeah.
I'll give them like Greek yogurt. Even with
Yeah.
some of my younger brothers, one of them, he really likes Greek yogurt. And I'm
Wow.
like, yeah, like have some and put some fruit on it and eat it.
Put
And
some
he
fruit on
eats
it.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
like, and he likes it. It tastes good. So
Oh.
it's just like things like that. And then, maybe a few items will be like cookies or, whatever, ice
Yeah.
cream, whatever it is, chips.
Yeah.
But it's just like that, teach them
Mm,
balance overall.
mm.
Yeah, when I was in the gym really strong, my son fell in love with all of my healthy snacks. So his cookies turned into sugar-free cookies. His
Oh,
juice turned
nice.
into sugar-free juice. He was
Nice.
eating the Belvita bars. He eat Nutri-Grain bars. That's our snacks. So when you come in our
That's
house, that's
good.
our snacks. You're not gonna
Wow.
run into
Wow.
like Oreos and stuff.
Yeah.
Not saying he don't eat those things, but he gets sugar-free juice, sugar-free
Wow.
cookies, and stuff like that. He likes it. I like it. So fine with
Mm-hmm.
me.
That's
And
good.
it's funny like how y'all even mentioned that because we went to the store earlier, me and my daughter, and we were going down the frozen she wanted some ice cream and stuff like that. I was like, all right, baby, get what you want. And then it's funny, she brought me my ice cream. Like I eat the fat free ice cream. It only has 100 calories with zero fat. And then it's the ice cream sandwich bars. Anyways, she said, Dad, let's get the triple medley and we can make our protein shakes later. Yeah, it's just something like she liked to snack on too. So it kind of like rolled over into her, like my protein shakes, because my protein shakes at night, it's just something to get that sweet tooth away. You know what I mean? Because at night, that's when it's pretty much the hardest. It's the hardest. And then when you could go in there and get the triple belly, get the Greek yogurt, get a little bit of almond milk, and then blend it up with some vanilla protein powder. It just tastes amazing, and it just gets that sweet tooth away. And it's only like maybe like 200 calories, maybe the max.
Wow.
With like 30 grams of protein. Yeah.
Oh.
So what are you guys? I got a question. So what are you guys of thoughts on fitness people that smoke marijuana?
Oh, dang. Ooh,
That's actually a good one. That's actually a good
Do
one
you think
because
it affect them in the gym? Like, what do you think?
Ooh.
Can I say something?
Yeah, go ahead. Go first.
Oh no, I'm sorry. No, you were talking already. Sorry.
Now Giselle ready to tackle this. Now go ahead.
Yeah.
You
You
No,
got it.
No, okay, thank you. No, the reason why is because I don't know how accurate it is, but I literally got a notification like yesterday about how, again, I don't know if it's accurate or not, but apparently like smoking marijuana, they're finding that it leads to, I think it said a heart disease or it was like something serious, you know?
Wow.
I don't know if it's accurate or not, but as far as that, I mean, I don't know, because it's like it's a plant, right? It's a plant technically. I mean, I don't know.
From the
I
earth.
personally, I mean, or yeah, like herbs. I personally like don't smoke, but like I guess just personal opinion, I just feel like any smoke is not good for you, no matter what type of smoke it is. Like it's not good for your lungs, I feel. But I don't know. I mean, it's kind of controversial. It's one of those things like, some fitness people, they still smoke. I've heard some people smoke weed as pre-workout.
Wait, what the heck?
I was just getting ready to get on that topic.
Yeah, some people do that. I don't know how they do that. I'd be like,
that's like at my gym. At my gym, there's like even one of my gym bros there. It's his pre-workout. It's his pre-workout. He has to he smokes a whole blunt and then he gets his mind right to get in the gym and just start pumping.
Yeah, some people say that. Like it makes them more focused. So
yeah,
I don't know.
it locks them in. It gets them there mentally. You know what I mean? And
yeah, some people say that.
you know what I mean? Trust me, like I don't smoke, but like even when I did, that was the last thing I was thinking about doing was picking up some weight.
No, I know, that's what I mean. Like I don't know. Yeah,
but man, my man's Jack, and he says if he doesn't smoke before he comes works out, that he just don't feel like he gave it all he had, and I feel him. You know what I mean? And then him mentally, it gets his mind right. It's just basically like on that conversation what we talked about. If I'm not there mentally, I shouldn't be in the gym. It transitions to him. You know what I mean? Like if he don't smoke, he shouldn't be in the gym because he's not really focused. And I told him, I was like, man, more power to you, brother. I said, man, let me spot you though, man. Let me spot you. But there's a lot, man, because in my gym, man, they come walking in and you can smell it a mile away.
That's crazy.
Like, hey, did y'all just put it out before y'all walk in?
Right.
But yeah, it's crazy.
Hey, I don't even know what to say. I'm gonna let y'all take that one. I'm not saying
Oh,
nothing.
come on,
It was
Trey. Come on.
I'm good, man.
You're not. You're not.
Man, I don't like. I've never smoked in my life. I've never smoked. I never drunk anything ever. Like never. So I don't even know about any of it. But I mean, in terms of like, I mean, like you mentioned it's a plant, and I guess you're just burning it. I mean, I don't know. Like like I mean, I guess it's. Hey, I guess then that I don't
Maybe
know. Like,
not. It just depends.
yeah, I think it's just I don't know the effects
I guess it
generally.
depends on how it affects um every individual person. Because
Mm,
honestly, so I have smoked before going to the gym. So I smoke marijuana.
yeah.
So I have smoked a couple times going to the gym. My trainer used to fuss at me all the time.
Oh man.
When she
When she
finally
found
found
out.
out, when she at first she did not know, and then one day she asked me if I smoked, and I was like, "Why you asking me that?"
Why are you asking me that?
And then she was like, "Cause one day you smelled like it." I was like, "Oh no, I don't smoke." And then she was like, "Yeah, no, you're lying." So I'll say it was like it do make you focus more because Black people, when you smoke, it kind of makes you get up and start doing stuff. You want to clean your whole house after you finish smoking or something like that. But then I realized it also makes your heart rate goes much
Oh
faster and
man.
much
Ooh.
earlier.
Mm.
So when I noticed that, I kind of stopped smoking. I stopped smoking before going to the gym. I mean, it was good with the focus stuff, but I literally felt my heart rate going up so much quicker when I
Wow.
was in the gym.
Ooh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, they say,
So
you know what I mean?
technically,
Like,
I'll
even
say
with
it do impact how you work out.
perform. Okay, yeah. I know another thing with my bud. He always says he right when he gets out, he'll light up,
Mm.
and he said it just relaxes him. And then if you really put that into the science-based perspective, yeah, it drops his cortisol levels. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Because next thing you know, he's relaxing. His muscles are all just and coming down in the relaxed state. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So that
Mhm.
lowers the cortisol level and it helps his gains. So
Mhm.
it's kind of crazy how it could work.
Both
For
ways, yeah.
benefit. Yeah, but then again, it's just different strokes for different folks.
Mm.
But I have to go, guys, to finish cooking.
No, yeah, no problem, no problem. Look, you left us with a real complex question. I appreciate that. That was good though. That was good. I appreciate
That
that.
was a good
That
question
was
since both of
good.
them is personal trainers. So I
That
wanted
was
to know if
good.
they felt like how my trainer felt.
Look, she's trying to justify going back to the gym smoking. That's what it was. She about to
No, no,
look, look, look,
I been
can
stopped.
I
No,
do
I
it?
been
No.
stopped smoking, going to the gym once I realized
Okay.
the whole heart rate thing. It goes
Yeah.
too
Yeah.
fast.
Yeah. Yeah. Be safe. Definitely be safe. Yeah. But we enjoyed you, lady. Enjoyed you. You already know.
Yeah.
Yeah. And next time we'll definitely have you.
Well, bye.
Bye. Enjoy your
All
food.
right. May the gains be with you, lady.
I love it. I love it, man. All right. So we about to get a little more. Just it's gonna take a bit of a shift, but it's actually still in the same realm, and that is of the company you keep. And I mentioned this before, which is we've had this conversation with other people that have been guests on here, as well. But dating, dating and fitness. I just want to throw this question in there just a bit. Just I think I know your perspective or remember it a bit. But all right, I would love to kind of get your take on this as well. Would you be willing to date someone that isn't into fitness as much or at all as you are?
Um, to be completely honest with you, it could go both ways.
Mm,
That's one of them kind of answers. You know what I mean? What actually could go both ways.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like if she's not like totally into it or hates it or
Hmm.
against it, hey,
Hmm.
that's you. You know what I mean? Hey, I'm me. Hey, but we still vibing and we still want to,
Okay.
we could make it happen.
Hmm. Hmm.
But like, let's just say, for instance, the other stuff perspectives of it, the way sometimes I look at things. Oh, man, you going to the gym again? Man, screw that. You know what I mean? Come out with me. Man, why you got to go to the gym again? And this and that. Like, okay, me and the way I look at things is that if you hurt my gains, you got to go. If
Mm,
anything, anything can,
mm,
if you come to my realm, you know what I mean? Because
mhm,
that is my peace. That's my go-to. That's where my time. You know what I mean? It's like, and if you butt into it, it's like, no, we can't do anything. We just gotta go. So But then if you're not into fitness, but you're supporting me 100%, that's like on a total different level of hotness. It's like, man,
absolutely, yeah.
It's like that's like a total difference of hotness right there. And then you know what I mean, it could go either way, you know, on that note, you know what I mean. But it's like I'm just where I'm at in my fitness. It's like if you can't help me grow, then nah, it's not for me, you know.
Get that, man. I feel it. May, thank you so much for joining us. Well, she's also another guest. I know she's a little late. Can you hear us, by the way?
Yeah, my bad.
No,
I was
all good.
having a hard time getting on here. That's
no, you are all good. I'm playing with you. I'm just poking at you. You ain't gonna just slide in here and not get poked. So. How are you, by the way? How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Oh man, we're doing amazing with these amazing people, Giselle and Art. And again, I know this is your first time being on here as well. I guess before we move on, we're just not diving into another question, but how's your week going? The good, the bad, the ugly? I guess just to kind of get you in here.
I've been sick, so I guess okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a pretty bad fall on Thursday, I believe, and I'm just getting back up.
I understand that. If you don't mind me asking, it's not anything too serious like COVID.
No.
Okay.
It was just a bad fall because we had icy rain, and it was just a bad fall.
Yeah, I understand that.
COVID.
I understand that. Yeah, exactly. Thank God. But you are feeling better? Are you on the up and up, or are you still kind of going through the emotions?
I'm feeling better. It's just that my body is like aching.
Okay.
So
I understand. I guess you actually, since you're just not jumping in here, I'll throw the question at you. Yeah, we're gonna put you on the spot. So when it comes to, I guess, fitness, the topic is fitness and the company you keep. So we just kind of talked a bit about the people that are around us, why it's so important that, the negatives and the positives of, the people being around you, and why it's important to keep certain people around you that will actually support your fitness journey and not hurt it. But then I kind of took a nosedive into a direction, or more specific direction, that I've taken a dive into before, and that is dating. And so we kind of hit on the topic of, would you be willing to date someone that was the complete opposite of you in terms of your fitness journey? They're not really that fit. They're not really concerned with that at all. And perhaps in some sense, they're actually kind of trying to deter you from that route or that path. Would you consider somebody like that?
For me, can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay, because I'm trying to put on my headphones.
Yeah, you good.
Give me a second. For me, I guess it just depends, because it's like, is it I guess interrupting your day-to-day life? Like, is it hard for you to move around, go to work? Is it hard for you to basically like take care of yourself? If it isn't, I just cannot be with somebody that can't take care of themselves physically, if that makes sense.
That makes sense.
It makes perfect sense.
Yeah. You don't want to be with someone who is so physically impaired to the point to where they've neglected their health, and you have to kind of play mommy in a sense.
Yeah,
I understand that. Wow. Yeah, I think that it's definitely something I think that you should make clear in the beginning of the relationship, or even with yourself before you enter a relationship, because I think that in some sense, there's a lot of people who aren't taking care of their health and could care less, and you end up with someone, the last thing you want to do is fall deeply in love with someone like that. I feel like, and then like you don't. Hey, there she is. Let's go. She got a face. All right. Like you know what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make this a snippet, and then I'm gonna zoom in on her face. That's like, that's your favorite. Look, Giselle, I'm gonna zoom in on yours. Giselle, I'm gonna zoom in on your face when you do that too.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
You're wrong.
I'm kidding. Kidding. Joking.
Man, we gonna fight. Nah, look. I'm gonna zoom into yours right after I zoom into hers. But no, I love that. I love that perspective. I think it's really, I think it's just good that that you're honest with yourself, and May to hear that you're honest with yourself. That you have that aspect of certainty about not being with someone like that. I admire. I truly admire. Giselle, I don't think we heard from you.
Yeah, overall, I think it really depends
Mm-hmm.
on like why or like what the reasoning is, like if they're not like into fitness yet, if it's just something simple like, oh, I don't have time, I'll be like, well, that's a lie. Like it's like you make time for the things that you want to do,
Mm-hmm.
So like, and then like that's something I could try to help them with. Well, if they want to, that's something I could try to help them with and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
It really just depends. I mean, they don't have to be at the exact same level that I'm at. Like if they're a beginner or something, like, again, I can help them out and kind of guide them through it. That's my job. So I literally like it used to be like the same thing, Yeah, but like if they are just like not into it at all, then I wouldn't even look at you. Like I don't even look at people, like, you know what I mean? You get it.
No. So you said when you see people that ain't like that, are you saying you just like that's you?
No, not like that. I just don't care for you. Like there's no like
I had to do that.
But not like obviously not looking at, never mind. I feel like I'm trying to like find the words to explain it.
Yeah. No, I got you though. I got you.
Mm-hmm. It's just
like
probably not you're not finding it like how you say it. It's like if you're not into it, it's like it kind of turns off like the attraction or something like that.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. So that right there is already like like
even if they're fit, like let's say they're looking like art, but they like they look like art, but it's more of like maybe genetics, and it's just a matter of like not saying art yours isn't genetics, but more so like they didn't have to put in that much work, because there's some people that are like that. They can kind of like look a bit fit, but they also don't work out.
But it's not about aesthetics though.
It's not about aesthetics. Gotcha.
You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So that's what I mean. Like I was trying to clear up what I said about looking. Yeah. I didn't mean it like that. Like solely like actually looking at someone in public.
Actually, yeah.
I didn't mean it like that. It's just more like what he said. But because like with fitness, it's not just aesthetics. There's discipline that comes with it, willpower. So it's like it's the qualities and skills that someone can learn from fitness. That's what I find attractive.
Yeah.
And because I have that, like if someone else, like if my partner has it like 10 times better, because we will build like an empire. You know what I mean?
That's what I was just about to say. There's no limit to how far y'all can go. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And
so
because you got somebody pushing you just as hard as you want to push them. And it's like y'all both on the same page. It's just like that's like a good bond right there.
Exactly.
I think to be honest with you, I think it's like with anybody who's really into fitness, it's in the back of their mind. You know what I mean? It's like, dang, you know what I mean? Like, what if I had somebody like that? It's always in the back of their mind. It's like I got hit with lady came and asked me, he's like, man, well, what do you think I should do to start getting jacked? And I was like, man, that just blew my mind, because everybody who usually comes to me is asking me about weight loss, and then she just started talking, and then more she started speaking about, you know what I mean, increasing the calories and stuff like that. I was like, my attraction just like kind of did a little different, you know what I mean? I was like, holy shit, you know what I mean? Like I didn't ever look at her that way, and I was like,
oh, hold on now, man. Hold on. Look, you all right? Look.
But no, it could go that route. You know what I mean? Because it could be a big turn on. You know what I'm saying? And it's kind of crazy because, like I said, if you get somebody on the same page with you and pushes you that way, there's no limit how far you could go. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, it's crazy.
They mentioned that calorie deficit. Look, all right, ask him for the number. He's like, hold on.
What's crazy about it is they wanted to get jacked. Like she wanted to put on weight. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
you don't never hear.
You don't never hear that.
I mean? You don't never hear that, especially from a woman.
From a woman,
Yeah. She didn't say tone. She didn't say anything.
Yeah, she said
most women. Yeah, most women will be like, how can I get toned? Or like she's like straight up, I want to get jacked. I was like, okay.
Art put out his phone. He said, "Oh, what's your number?"
Hold on, follow me on Instagram. Yeah, like
At
look
Gaines, what is it?
Gaines by the gram.
Gaines by the
Look at
gram,
that.
bro. Let the games be with you.
Yeah,
Let's
yeah. Hold on,
go.
yeah. Let the games be with you.
I love it, man. Oh my goodness. This is so amazing. Let me ask you all this. This will be my last question. And that is when it comes to peer pressure, when it comes to all of y'all dealing with peer pressure, maybe you're out and about. Giselle, you have friends, I know you eat out and things like that. You know, maybe you're at Denny's, and let's say you looking at them cinnamon roll pancakes, but you know that you've had your cheat meal or something beforehand. And let's say you with a group of friends or Art with you, and you're out with a group of friends, and they maybe want to go for a drink, you know what I'm saying, or something like that, because I know you have your aspect of your addiction with alcohol and how you've overcome that and how much that means to you. You've shared that in my interviews before. Or maybe with you, there's some aspect of wanting to stay disciplined or stay on track with what it is you have going on, and you've set in your mind you're not eating, you're not going to eat out, but you have friends that want you to go out. So come on, man, let's go out, this or that. All of y'all now are in situations that are in some sense peer pressure. So maybe not that heavy or maybe not as heavy as others, but in some sense there's peer pressure of, Giselle, why are you acting like a big head? Like, why don't you just eat I ain't say nothing specific. I'm just saying, like, why you act, just why you acting stuck up? They start to see you as that. It's like, why are you acting stuck up? Just eat. Like, why are you just, let's say they doing that. Let's say they do it. They say they let's say they're thinking that, or Art, they're with you going, bro, just one bit. Come on, man. Like, why are you? And they're pressing you for all y'all. They're just pressing you. Like, they're starting to treat y'all different. Maybe they're just like, man, why are you? Come on, you do kickboxing and all this stuff. Who cares? How do y'all handle those moments? Like, what would you do? And I'm asking this for people that I know, and they're going to probably be watching this. What do you do, or what should you do in those moments? Is it just, how should you handle that situation? Is it that easy as just walking out? Well, how would you do to stay true to what it is that you've decided to do that day? What would you do?
For me, it was like hard at the beginning, but then I started setting boundaries. I'm like, okay, I guess I have this thing where I can go out to eat like at least twice a month.
Okay, good.
And yeah, they get to pick where and when. And then if it's like over those two twice a month, right?
Yeah.
If it's over and it's like, okay, no, I'm not gonna do it. And they know that I'm not gonna do it. It's just it's not gonna be me. But if you want to go ahead and spend that money, go ahead. But me, I'm just gonna stay home and eat at home. And at the beginning, it was hard to get people to respect that. Then they realized that I'm not, playing anymore. And they were like, okay, all right, I guess. And they got used to it. So yeah. It's just all about setting boundaries and letting them know that you're not playing with them. So yeah.
And they fell in line after you set those.
Yep. It took him a minute though.
Yeah.
And then afterwards they were like, oh, okay. And then now it's like, oh, you don't want to miss the gym. It's only for one day. It's like, okay, it's one day for you, but for me it's different.
Yeah.
And then now they're getting used to it. It's just all about like, hey, this is what I want. And if you're not gonna, keep up with me, I guess you gotta go.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, I love it. Oh, I guess so. So it's to that point with you.
Yeah, it got to that point. Yep. Dang. With family and friends.
Dang.
Sometimes it has to get that way. You know what I mean? You got to cut certain people off, and even if it's somebody even close to you, you know what I mean? Even a family member, you know what I mean? If they jeopardize what you're going through, hey, bro, you got to go. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'll catch up with you. This ain't goodbye. You know what I mean? But I'll just catch up with you later, bro.
Yeah.
Some people get it, some people don't, and that is fine.
Giselle, if you want to take this, your cinnamon roll pancakes, they want you to get them. What you doing? Like you gonna get them? You know, the cinnamon roll. You took a picture of it. You showed me before. What you
One
doing?
thing about me is I do not like give into peer pressure easily.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and I've kind of always been that way.
Yeah.
Like, if I ever like did do something, it's because I wanted to do it.
Yeah.
Like, but and I feel like if like people who know me personally, like they know, like they cannot peer pressure me into anything because I'm like, no, like I'm like stuck on it, and I'm like, you can't force me to do something I don't want to do. So that's one. But yeah, like in something like that, like I'm still gonna have my healthy meal. You guys can eat whatever you want. What I eat doesn't affect you.
Yeah.
But I agree with what May said. Like, you know, it's about setting boundaries, and if anything, the people that don't respect it, then that's how you find out when you set boundaries and anything.
Facts.
You find out who's for you and who's not.
Facts.
Like period. Like that's just that's so
who should be in your circle.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, I mean, just kind of like set the boundary, like respectfully set the boundaries, but if they're really not respecting that, then that can be an issue, because it's just like, dude, like you can do whatever you want. I'm just having my own thing. Like it doesn't bother you. It shouldn't bother you that much.
Yeah.
If it does, that's a problem.
Facts.
In my opinion. Yeah.
I love it. I love it.
That.
I love that. And I love that you're I've noticed that about you too, because I've known you the longest out of all of y'all. And I would definitely say from what I've noticed from you is that you're very like feet first. You plant your feet and you're just like, this is what it is. Yeah. Yeah. Like, and I love that. I'm a lot like that. So that's why I kind of resonate with that. And I'm just like, yeah, I'm a lot to where I'm just like, yeah, if it's something that I don't like, either let it be known, or if I don't let it be known, I'm just gonna pull back. But you're gonna know that I'm not with it. Yeah, I love that. I love that.
I do that.
I love that. All right, man, take it away, bro. They want you to get that beer. They're like, bro, come on, what are you doing, man? Stop being a wuss. Like they're just coming at you, bro, all type of ways. What you doing?
In a lot of perspectives, like even when when I first got sober and stuff like that, it's just like how I said, man, I had to self-isolate. I didn't put myself in that type of predicament where I wasn't ready. You know what I mean? Because like I could get deep on this subject. Like we're dealing with an addiction or something like that. You can't be around the same stuff. What you got to be like, it takes time. Like I self-isolated for like 4 to 5 months, and I didn't even go around my family. I didn't even go out the house because I knew if I stepped them around, because my family were drinkers, all my friends are drinkers, and then it's like I knew if I stepped out with them that peer pressure was going to be there, and I would cave in, and then I wasn't mentally ready for all that, and I actually had to self-isolate myself for a while. Even when Christmas came around, to my family's house, I won't go in. I'll kiss my grandma. I'll have dinner with them, and then bounce, because I know, because maybe as soon as I get there, everybody's drinking and stuff like that. So it took me about a good 8 months to actually be around alcohol where I didn't want it, and then that's when I knew the peer pressure wasn't all there. You know what I mean? And then plus, and everybody knew my story and stuff like that. Like that's when I posted it, on Facebook, my sobrieties and stuff like that, and everybody knows, So I really don't get hit with that. Like, don't get me wrong, like people who don't know me, they're like, "Hey man, what's up? Huh? Here's a beer." I'm good, man. Sure, let me get a water, or something like that. But other than that, like, I don't have that problem no more. But it took a while to get there. You know what I'm saying? But like even like with say like the food wise, I don't have no type of issues with that. It's just like I tell people, you know what I mean? If I know, let's just say for instance, the day before, hey Art, we're getting ready, we're gonna go have this dinner here and be ready at this time, we got to make it. All right, cool. You know what, I set my calories, I adjust my nutrition to fit that. You know what I'm saying? I won't have my normal breakfast. I'll just probably eat some fruit, snack on something, some rice cakes with some PB2, and then what I mean, I'll go all out at that dinner because I got the calories for it. You know what I mean? If you know how to count your calories and you can make that meal fit
That
your
may work.
calorie intake.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like a lot of people
Facts.
don't understand that and stuff like
Yeah.
that, because people still think that I was lying when I said, man, I had, when it's, you know what, it's so crazy because I was thinking this the other day. In my bulk, I've been bulking since October. You know, I have not had one bad meal. And then
Whoa.
when I was in the calorie deficit, I was eating a small pepperoni pizza every 2 weeks because I needed it, you know.
Mhm.
But I made that pepperoni pizza fit my calorie deficit,
Mhm.
and it's just, I don't know. I could go on forever about that, but
Mhm.
like I just adjust my nutrition to what the situation is going to be. That's how
Mhm.
I do it.
Mhm. Bro, that's good. That's good, man. Everything you said was good. That right there, knowing what I'm hearing from that is discipline. Knowing what you have or what you don't have to give, you know, and then staying within those boundaries, staying within those limitations, and not allowing yourself to be peer pressured into, you know, giving in or isolating yourself. You keep mentioning that, and that's
Yeah.
actually another option that I forget. You know, isolation is a gift often, because oftentimes it allows you to reset. It allows you to reconsider. It allows you to rethink, you know, what it is you can or cannot do. And it's okay. A lot of people, I think, are afraid to admit that they are too weak to be around something. But if you're not ready, then okay, self-isolate or isolate yourself from that thing. That's not a weakness. That's a strength to me.
That's a strength. Yeah, it's really a strength. That's how I look at it.
That's a
Yeah.
strength.
Then and I like to tell people too, it's like about the bad meal situation. It's just like I mentioned it earlier. It's like one bad meal is not going to hurt
Hmm.
you. Now the whole entire week of bad meals, that's what's going to kill you. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? That's
Yeah.
what hurts. You
Hmm.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
One bad meal. You know what I mean? Like when
Hmm.
people say a cheat day, it's like, man, why y'all have to have the whole day? Make it a meal. You know what I mean? Don't have
Yeah.
a cheat day. You know what I
True.
mean?
True.
You busted your ass for 6 straight days, and then now you're gonna eat like
Mm.
garbage the whole entire day. It's like you
Mm.
just reset it, the clock back.
Damn.
You know what I mean? Have
Mm.
a cheat meal.
Yeah.
That's it.
Mhm.
And like I like to say,
Mhm.
have it earlier in the day, because
Mm.
if you do it with your breakfast and you increase, you know what I mean, your daily activities,
Mhm.
you're gonna burn. I'm not saying you're gonna burn all them calories, but
Mhm. Yeah.
if you have it earlier in the day rather than later in the day, at least you burn
Mhm.
some off.
Facts.
So yeah,
Facts.
so
Yeah. That, bro, this is good, man. This is so good. I love the perspective each of you gave, you know, but you also gave it in the context in which all of you have, you know, your strengths and your weaknesses, but y'all allowed it to be a conversation around allowing those strengths to showcase themselves even when you're under pressure or even when you're around or not around certain things. I truly enjoyed this, man. This has been a discussion I think a lot of people will benefit from. A lot of my viewers, you know, who are struggling, and I know a lot of them are, they hit me up, and a lot of times they're struggling with these type of situations, the people they're around or the things they're around, things they see. So I appreciate you, Art, Giselle, May, Marquita. She was in here earlier. So in closing out, I just want to definitely say that, you know, if there are any aspects of struggling with peer pressure or anything like that from our viewers who've watched up until this point, man, make sure y'all reach out, follow any of these individuals in here, because all of them are going hard. You know, again, Giselle, y'all know her. Art, you know, he's new to the private group, but y'all know him. May, this is her first time on here, but we've been following each other for a pretty good minute now. And they all have content that I think speaks to that consistency. Also, make sure that you, again, subscribe to the channel, like the video, comment below, man, if there's any other questions or comments and things of that nature that y'all want us to address as well, man, in regards to this topic. I think any of us would be willing to speak with you even more, or even individually if you have any other questions. But with that said, man, I'm also going to turn it over to y'all to allow y'all to showcase your social media. I want Giselle, Art, and maybe I want you all to at least let them know, man, where they can find you, where they can get the gains from, man. So let me turn it over. Anyone first, man. Any of y'all can shout out your social media.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, what happened?
No,
Go
go
ahead,
ahead.
baby. Go ahead.
Everybody was just looking.
Y'all can reach me at Blessing Fitness, or I believe. Hold on, let me look it up.
Yeah, look it up. And if you're a trainer too, let them know if you're a trainer, or and
Well,
things
I'm
like
not
that.
a trainer. I just do it for fun.
Okay, cool.
Yep. So Blessings Fitness 4. That's my TikTok, and then my Instagram is Diamond Marquise.
Okay.
So yeah.
All right, I love it. Thank you. All right, Giselle.
Okay, so Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, Twitter, Giselle Training, YouTube, Giselle Calderon.
All right, and trainer.
Yes.
Yeah, you gotta shout that out. Shout it out, man. You never know who may be watching. Seriously.
Yeah, hit me up. Just kidding.
Yeah, absolutely, man. And Art.
On Facebook, you can find me at Art Castano. On Instagram and TikTok, you can find me at Gains by the Gram. And for coaching, just hit me up, DM me.
Love it, man. I love it. Make sure y'all go follow them, man. If you're following me, you already know me. You know what I do here, man. But go follow them, support their content as well, man, and allow yourself to at least be more informed from what it is they have to offer, man. Giselle, Art, May, if y'all don't mind staying on just a minute after, I'm just gonna end the recording or whatnot, man. But guys, as you know, again, like, share, follow, and until next time, peace.
May the gains be with you.